Well, just coming off of the tough loss to Temple, after watching the film, and watching the way our guys played, offensively, it was probably the best that our offensive line has played all year. We're very, very encouraged. We felt like this was one of the best defensive fronts we've played all year. One of the best defenses, period, we've played all year. And their D-line posed many problems for us, but I was very pleased with the way our offensive line played. They met the challenge. They responded extremely well. Overall, I was pleased. I guess I was expecting a little bit of something different as I watched the film and graded it. But our guys played with great heart. They played with great passion, and so I was pleased with that. Defensively, we, as I said, I felt it after the game as a collective group of plays. If you just put the plays together, it was we really did some good things. Did some really good things in the run game, but we are at a point to where when we make a mistake or we make a bust, it goes for 6. There was 11 big plays that we gave up defensively, and of the 11 big plays, and the way I categorize a big play is a pass of 16 or more yards and a run of 12 or more yards. We gave up 11 of those, and of the 11 we gave up, 4 of them went for touchdowns, including a bust off of we had to punt the football late in the fourth or midway in the fourth quarter, and one play, 75 yards. It was into cover 2. Safety should have been over the top, and he wasn't, and it went for 75 yards. Those things are just backbreakers. We're not good enough to find ways to just keep giving people score after score. Freebies is what I like to call them. When you give up big plays, four of your 11 big plays, and they go for touchdowns. I refer to that as walk-offs. I mean, you had 4 walk-off touchdowns, and that's tough. That's tough for anybody to overcome. And continuously over the last several weeks, especially the last 2 weeks, we had the ball in our hand to go win the game, and we're unable to do that. We've got to find ways to win, and right now it's as if we find ways to lose. And winning is a habit. Winning is something that success breeds success, and we've got to find a way to in that moment to be able to go down the field and win a game. And we had 4th and 4, had a great play call. Jeremiah Gaines there wasn't anybody within, I would say, 5, 6, 7 yards of him, and their linebacker number 8 made a play, and you got to give them credit for that. That's what I shared with that after the game. Good teams find a ways to win. They find ways to win, and we're a much improved football team. But we've got to find that signature win that's going to get our guys to say, okay, this is how I do it. And the only way to learn how to win is you got to win, and you got to win every day. And we've done a really good job of that. I think that's why you see this football team getting better, is because we've taken such great pride in winning every day in practice, and focusing on our daily win. I wish I could say it got easier. It's looking as if we're going to play 6 of our 12 teams are going to be ranked in the top 20, 25, and another 7th one, obviously, and James Madison being highly ranked as well early in the year. But it doesn't get any easier this week. We've got a Navy team that we're going to play that's play as hard as anybody I think we've ever gone against. Any of the schools I've been at, these guys play relentless. They play with something to prove every play. I'm very impressed with obviously what Coach has done up there, and I've been a fan of his for quite some time, and watch the way his guys just play with great heart, and that says a lot about their program. Says a lot about the young men that are going to defend our country after football's over with too. And we've got great respect for their program. This is a ball control offense. They're averaging about 65, 66 plays a game, and because of that, they're defensively they're in the top 5 category in just about everything in our conference from a defensive standpoint. And scoring defense, they're giving up 19 points a game, which ranks them 3rd in our conference. But the one thing that really jumps off the page when you start looking at these guys, especially the type of offense they run, is they're plus 12 in the turnover margin. And to give you an idea, we're minus 5. I believe that's what we are, somewhere in that category, minus 5. They're plus 12. You can win a lot of games when you're plus 12. And these guys are not only are they hanging on to the football, to be an option offense, to be a plus 12, that's again says a lot about what they're doing there. So look forward to the challenge. Our guys are going to play hard as they have been, and the challenge and to press these guys is just to keep winning every day. We're building something special here. It's not happening as fast as what we all want it, what I want it to be, but we are making progress, and I think that you see that and have seen that every time these guys step on the field. So with that, I'll open up for questions. Well, and I told Coach Rule this before the game. I mean, we've used their team and their program as reminders of where they were 2 years ago, and we want to work toward having a program that we can build that's that's known across the country. I think we're getting a lot of notoriety on competing against some of the best in the country, but we're not finding a way to win, and that's winning will never be or losing will never be accepted in this program, but ever. But I am pleased with the way our guys are playing, and they're proving that we're close. We're really close. It's just that, but we've got to find a way to finish it out, and that's been the challenge. But that's been all year. So.
You said after the game the other day, you called Xavier Jones's performance a great game. What did you like most, and what's been the biggest improvement he's shown you since the start of the year?
Well, being a true freshman, you expect mistakes to come along with playing freshmen, and we've seen our fair share of mistakes by our true freshmen. Whether it be in pass protection or what it be in and turning the ball over, but. I thought that not just him, but Braden as well, especially I think he had 188 all-purpose yards the other night. To see two freshmen have those type of games is just says a lot about the future. I think they're playing right now with more confidence than they've played with all year long. I think early in the year they were kind of trying to figure it out. All freshmen hit a wall at some point in the season, and we've really tried to push hard and let them know that, hey, this is coming, and we're here going to push you through it. And to see him playing that well, both he and Braden playing that well this late in the season is again, just shows you what kind of player they're capable of being in due time.
Try to simulate late game situations in practice.
Well, you just try to compete in everything you do in practice, and again, it's we have a 2-minute offense that we run every Wednesday, and we reward those, either the defense or the offense. So you got to take the ball, you got to go, you got to have a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, you got to have a field goal this week or whatever it may be, and that's done every week. But you've got to have. You obviously got to win on first down, and then when you don't succeed, you go back and look. Okay, what could we have called different? What could we have done different? And you got to give Temple credit too. The guy made an unbelievable play. We have him blocked, and he jumps up and bats the ball down on 4th down. So so you just keep pushing through and keep driving, keep competing in practice. That's all you really can do right now, and put them in those type of situations as much as possible.
Winning the
Yeah. Well, if you find that out, if you'll let me know, we can market it and we'll make a lot of money. Let me tell you, because there's a lot of coaches across the country who want to figure that out too. But that's been a common theme over the last few weeks. I think when you look back at, we created 4 turnovers against North Texas, we won the game. That's our goal, was 4 turnovers a game. And even at halftime the other night, we just said, look, we're going to need 2 turnovers. Just get us 2. And but we're not creating any. And when you don't create any, you better not turn it over any. And so, the week at Tulsa, we gave up 14 points on turnovers. Last week, we gave up 10 points on turnovers. You can't continue to do that. Now, if there is, and there's really never a positive out of a turnover, but what I've been more impressed with is the fact that, when we gave them the ball on the short field, off of Matt fumbling the football, our defense stepped right back out there and they held them within 3 points. They just said, hey, they were the first responders, held them to a field goal. So that was positive. You can build on those things, but we've got to create turnovers, and you create turnovers by practicing creating turnovers, and we practice it every day. I firmly believe you got to create your own luck too, but we're just, our inability to create turnovers and us turning the ball over is not, it's -5, and you are what you are.
You said throughout the years SMU is beating SMU. Do you think playing a tougher schedule is getting harder for the guys to realize that at all? And they get a little too caught up in being able to compete with some of the better teams?
Well, we're not going to look for any excuses. We're not getting it done. And there's no excuse. Our schedule hasn't helped us. I'll tell you that, especially when you're trying to come in and build a program from where this program's been. So that hasn't helped us. But the encouraging thing is we've been in every one of those games and late in the game, and so those are things we'll build off of. But again, moral victories only last so long. We're not going to celebrate that, but. We continue. That was our matter of fact, talking in our staff meeting today, and we'll talk in our team meeting today. Our guys is, we've got to eliminate the mistakes that beat SMU. And you say, well, what is that? What does that mean? That means when you give up 11 big plays and 4 of them go for touchdowns. And okay, look, now it's different if this guy makes you miss and takes it and you're in the right position. But when you get a complete breakdown and a complete bust, and a guy goes scores, that's SMU beating SMU. And or when we're unable to effectively reach our third down percentage. Again, SMU beating SMU. We can't be in 8, 10, 12 third and longs. That means you're not winning first down. And so you have to be successful on first downs. And so, and then protecting the football. And so, yes, the mistakes that cause us, if someone's going to beat us because, hey, you outplayed us. But, we talk to our guys about that all the time. If they're going to beat us because they outplay us. Don't beat us because we gave them something. And so those are the things we've got to eliminate to keep SMU from beating SMU, and then we see how it goes from there. So.